Hi, my name is Justin, and the person filming is my wife Lena. We're going to show you how the basics of building this bed that we just finished putting together, and I'm very happy with it. A couple of things that we're going to send you is you'll see a lot of is this bolt and the long 2-inch screws. We gave you an Allen wrench, and then we gave you these shorter screws. Okay, and I'll show you where to put all those. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start by putting together the ends of the bed first.
Baby, I labeled this ABC on accident. We labeled the end of the bed the ABC letters.
Okay, so basically you got this whole part here all the way along. So you got a total of 5 pieces you're going to assemble first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 6 pieces. Okay, so it'll start with the rails, the vertical rails, or not rails, supports, which we have labeled on the very bottom so you don't have to see them. A, B, C, this one's D, E, and F. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find those pieces and lay them flat on the ground. And I've labeled with extra labeling the blue, and it kind of tells you, you know, which end is the top end, you know, which end is pointing towards the head and which one is towards the foot. All kinds of extra labels to help put it for you to make it easier to put together. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll assemble that on the ground. Okay, and that'll all happen with this. So let me demonstrate. So you got this Allen. These go in really easily, and they also come out very easily. It's just a 1/4 bolt, 2.5 inches long. Okay, and these are nice because they don't, you know, unlike wood screws, you know, they're not going to wear out over time. You can take it apart and move it from one place to the next, and it ain't gonna hurt a thing. So you just line it up just right, and you just thread it on there. You don't want to over tighten it, but you don't want it loose either. You don't just nice and taut.
So one thing I just want to point out about these supports, the way you'll know is if you see this angle right here, this is how you want to have them. So I don't know, is this a 45-degree angle?
Yes, it is a 45 degree.
Is pointing like up. It matches the direction, the pointing up, just like the roof of the bed. So you'll want that one like this, and then you can see that this side is like that as well.
Yep. So you'll assemble this on the ground, and this rafter here is what I'm calling it. You drill straight down to there, and everything is a bolt and a thread that you're tying into. Okay, so you put all that together, those 6 pieces on the ground. Then you're going to do the same thing with the foot into the bed. This is what we're calling the foot in. We know it's the foot because it's right by the door. Okay, you'll assemble these 6 pieces, which are
G.
Let's see, G, H.
I's the baseboard.
I, J, K, and L. So you'll do the same. You'll repeat the same process and assemble this on the ground. So, and once you do that, so once you have the 2 ends assembled, you grab your helper and you want to stand them up on end, and you want to grab these pieces right here. Okay, so that piece is labeled.
It's M.
M. Okay, so once you get M, this piece, have somebody help you stand this up. I actually find it easier if you leave the one end laying on the ground and kind of tilt this end so the angle matches, and then thread it in. What you don't want to do is put an awkward pressure on the bolt or the thread that's inside of here. You want to keep everything nice and even when you go to do that. And then so bolt it on, okay? And then come on over as somebody's holding it level. Come on over here, grab the other end, the foot of the bed, and lift this up. You know, you can have somebody holding that. You might even have a third person, wouldn't hurt. And then bolt in this end, okay? And then you'll repeat that step with N. N is the back of the bed. It is important that we put M, as in monkey, in front of the bed because it's got the hole for the door. Let me show you how that works. It's got a dowel. I got a 1/2-inch dowel on one end. Okay, I think this is a poplar, made out of poplar. Just stick that in there and it goes in real nice. Okay, now these are those threaded inserts I was talking about. See that right there? And they just thread right in. Okay, and I labeled this one so you know what it is. At some point before you put in...
It's also Q.
Yeah, it's Q. So anyways, you know that the M, it goes on the front of the bed. So, and then this just bolts right in there. If I can get it started. Okay, so once you have the bottoms put in, this thing will pretty much stand up by itself. You want to grab these skinny pieces that make up the tops. So like this one, for instance, is P. So you can put in P going across. Paying attention that I wrote on here, you know, like this is the top side and it's the front horizontal bar. And it also, this is the foot end. Okay, so every one of these joints is, they're all really close, probably within a 1/16 of an inch of each other, but they fit just perfect right where they're at, which is why I added the extra labels. So this end is the top, front, and it connects at the head end. Okay, and then you'll grab this piece right here, which is O. So that's the O going across the back. And then you have this, this is called the ridge.
It's R. Right here's your list.
Fitting enough, it's labeled R, so that's perfect. Okay, and I labeled this one right here, that top front head. So that's that, and it's kind of at an angle, okay, and it just ties in right through there.
Okay.
So now the next step after everything's fully assembled, it looks beautiful like this, you're gonna grab the railings. The railings go in last. Okay, so like this one I labeled top, foot, back. So I know that this one goes over here. But also, I'm going to tell you that V, as in Victor, goes over here. Okay, so it slides in there, nice and snug, not too tight, not too loose. Just like that. Then you're going to take your drill and these 2-inch screws we talked about. And they go right here. I already pre-drilled all these, and they just go right in there, and you screw it in. Okay, we'll do the same for all of these. We'll walk you through it. So, it really doesn't matter which order you do this in. I'm going to grab the front of the bed. I got labels on this one too. And this one is U, as an umbrella. Sorry about that. And this one slides just right in here, preferably straight. Same thing, 2-inch screws, you plug that in. So now that the bed is all assembled and you got all the screws in and you're super excited, then you grab these slats. This is what the bed's going to rest on. The pre-drilled holes, and you're going to attach them with these guys, these itty bitty guys. You don't need much, okay? And then we didn't drill these, and it doesn't really matter where you put them. We just evenly space them. There are 10 of them. Just kind of stick them in. Yay, I love it.
Okay, so that is when it's completed. You can put those in as you want and screw them down. And there she is for you guys. Let us know if you have any questions. We will help with anything, FaceTime, or however you need. But hopefully, we are hoping that it is a very simple assembly process for you guys. And thank you so much for supporting us.